welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and you're watching Today we're back with another Shop My Stash video. I load these weekly, either on Monday or Tuesday. This is my new drawer. Last week from the new drawer we chose these two Lime Crime eyeshadow palettes, and we'll talk about that when we get to the eyeshadow palette drawer. And this week I'm going to just sneak peek. I like the Lime Crime palettes. I'm going to keep in this, I'm going to pull the other Lime Crime plushie palette that's in my collection here. These shades from the last one, they worked, not shades, the eyeshadows from the last plushie palette that I pulled last week, I loved, so I want to give these a go. Because they are bright colors, I think they will work well for what bit of summer we have left. So I want to go ahead and use that. So we're going to pull that. I do plan on pulling that other plushies palette, but I'll show that more when we get there. So with that in mind, I am going to pull this Villains Collection Jelly Much eyeshadow in it's from the Villains Collection in this shade Just Your Voice. Really like that. Well, I don't know. I like Jelly Much eyeshadow, so hopefully I like this one. So we're gonna pull that too. And that's all for this drawer. Everything face that isn't a blush, bronzer, contour highlight. Last week from this drawer for foundation, I chose the Revlon Color Stay. It is my summer color, so I want to use it as much as I can. You can see I don't have that much left. I just like it. It's like a tried and true medium buildable coverage, stays put, helps with my oils foundation. So it's just all around good. But this week I am going to pull the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This is also a summer shade, so I'm wanting to pull this with the summer as well. So we're gonna pull this one. I really like that. It's full on. I mean, it's full coverage, and I just love it. So we'll pull that one. And then for primers last week, I chose the Smashbox Primer Water. I'm starting to use it differently. I'm starting to spray it pretty heavily all over my face before I straighten my hair. And then after I straighten my hair, I go in and put on my foundation and things. And that seems to work better. But I still wouldn't repurchase it. Like, I'm still not sold that this particular primer does anything. So I'm going to put that one back. And with that Kat Von D foundation, I always pull the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is an absolute favorite of mine. I have used a significant amount of this. I did not think that I would like this just because my skin, like I said, is oily, but paired with the setting powder I'm going to pull, it works amazingly. So with setting powders in mind, I'm going to go ahead and put up my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. I don't like this powder at all. It's probably like my least favorite powder, but I'm not a declutterer, and I found that it works okay with the Revlon Color Stay, so we're going to not declutter it. But I'm going to pull my Cover FX. I really have found that I've started to enjoy this powder just as time has went along, and I've tried more powders. It's just good. I have problems with it if I don't use the Vitamin Rich Face Base or like a hydrating primer, but because of the combination, it works really well. So I'm going to pull that. And I'm going to keep in, as always, my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I just use this for touch-ups. It's just really easy for touch-ups. So we're going to pull that. Last week's for concealer, I used the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I hate this. Like, even with that foundation this time, it was just Crease City. I just will never repurchase this. However, it's a huge bottle. So I feel like it's going to be in my collection for a long time because I don't want to pull it because, I mean, who wants to be aged? But I'm going to pull my favorite. This is like up there with my favorite. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I always pull it with the Kat Von D one because it is my darker foundation, so I pair it with my darker concealer. Love this. Gonna pull this. There is like hardly anything left of that, but I'm going to use it to the very last drop because I love it that much. With setting sprays, I believe what I'm going to do, this feels like it's empty, the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, so I don't want to put it back into my drawer, like if it's empty and then pull it 1 week, and then so I'm just going to keep this in until I use it up and use that until I use it up. Just in case I do indeed use that up, I'm going to pull the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set Refresh. I love this one. The mist is kind of comparable to the Morphe one. So yeah, love this. For moisturizers, I used the Pharmacy Honey Drop. I don't know if you would say pan or pot, whatever this is. I hit the end of this. See that right there? But there's a lot still left. I'm just going to be glad when this one's out of my collection because, as I say every week, it does cause breakouts. It's not the best. I'm not dying over it. I'm not living for it. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, you must get out of my collection today. So we're going to use her up. So I'm going to keep her in. And is that all for this drawer? I feel like that went really quick. Yeah, that's all for this drawer. This is my highlight, blush, bronzer, contour. Last week, and I'm going to keep this one in. So let's just start with this. So I used the Kat Von D Shading Light Contour. Not for contour. I accidentally used it one day for contour just because it's hard for me to remember that I pull other things for contour. But I use this to set under my eyes, this to set my lids, but even this could not help that Too Faced concealer not crease. But I am going to keep it in because it does not crease on most of my others. So we're going to keep that in just for that. Now for actual contour last week, I used the Too Faced Toasted Peach Contour. I really like this. Yeah, I just really like it. So we're going to put that one up. I'm going to switch it out with the e.l.f. cream. It's a blush and contour color cream. I like this. I think that it is already drying out on me, but I got it on sale, so I mean that could have something to do with it. So I want to use it up as much as I can before it completely dries out. So we're going to pull that one. I'm excited. Look at this, guys. This little Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Pan. I did not ever think this day was come. Like, you guys have seen me pull this millions of times, and we finally hit it. But I'm going to put this one back, and I don't think I have pulled, actually, no. Do I want to do that? Yeah. I'm going to pull the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's just a good one. I like it. I love the smell of it, too. We're going to pull that. Last week for blush, I used the MAC Well Dressed blush. It is, I'm really getting close to using this up. Hopefully, I know I won't use it up this year, but maybe next year. So let's look at our palette. Okay, so I think that I want, like, I don't want a coral. Like, I'm just not a fan of corals, but I think that this, no. The Gen Nude Bare Minerals, I know I pulled that pretty recently, but I like pulling this for the eyeshadows too, for like a transition color, and I think it would help that palette out for that, and then I could also use it as a blush. So Bare Minerals, Gen Nude, and Bellini Brunch. We're going to pull that one. For highlighter last week, I used the Benefit High Beam. I can't believe I've used this much of that product. Do you see that? I love it. It's really easy to apply. Takes a little bit to blend out, but I really like it. It's unique to my collection as well. Let's see. I think I want to pull, I know I pulled this one recently too. Should I pull this one? I don't remember the last time I pulled this Tarte one. As much as I want to pull the Laura Geller one, I'm going to pull this Tarte highlighter in Exposed. We'll pull that one just for the sake of rotation. Is that all for this drawer? I feel like I'm going really, really fast this week. But yeah, that's all for this drawer. Everything eye drawer that isn't an eyeshadow palette. I cannot tell you after using that Pixie how much I loved this Tarte Sex Kitten felt tip eyeliner. Loved it. For the sake of rotation, we're going to do the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. And then for the little fun colors, I didn't use this last week, so I'm going to keep it in again. It's the Hard Candy I don't know if I'll use it this week either, but it looks like that. So I'm going to pull that because maybe I'll use it. I know that I'm going to pull this to go with that palette because it's like an orangey color. This is Starfire, Urban Decay Glide On Pencil. So we'll pull that one. And then for eyebrows, last week I used the Goof Proof by Benefit. I have like really grown to enjoy this product. I'm going to put that one back and rotate back to the Too Faced Brow Envy like we typically do. I use this setting wax every single time I use it. If I'm going for like a quicker brow, I'll do the blonde because it's not as noticeable as mess ups. And the brunette I'll use if I want them more precise, and sometimes I'll do an ombre effect with both of them. So I love this. And for mascaras, my primer, the CoverGirl Lash Blast Amplify Primer, it is almost gone. Like I could I could actually call this one done because there's like barely anything that comes off, but I am going to keep it in because I wanted to pair it because it's more about amplifying. And then I have the Milk Kush mascara that I'm going to keep in. I really think that this could be considered finished too, but I'll pull that one more time and then we'll say it's finished. But I'm going to put this one back just to pull my Laura Geller Lash Boss and pair it with that primer before it's used up, just because this is so like lengthening and separating. I would want to try it with the CoverGirl Amplify Primer before it's gone. So I'm going to pull that, even though I pulled it recently. I love that. For singles, just because we have that baby palette, I am going to pull a few. I already have that blue one. Let me see. So we have that's like a pinky purple color. I'm just going to pull them all. I'm just going to pull them all. Yeah, let's just pull them all. We're going to pull a lot. Let's rephrase that. So I want to pull this Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. And it is more like of an orangey, goldeny kind of. So we're going to pull that. I want to give it another shot. I didn't like it the last time that I pulled it. So we're going to pull that. We're going to pull this Jelly Much eyeshadow from ColourPop Villains Collection in I Own You, because that's an orange color. And then I'm going to keep in this, I'm going to pull this other Jelly Much shadow from the Villains Collection in Spindle. So we're going to pull basically all of my singles. And I am going to keep in both of my color tattoos, I guess. There's no reason not to, and I don't want these to dry out. This one is in the bluer color, and this one is just like a pinky champagne color. I have a lot of singles going on them. I like that I use them. I'm going to put up this Stila Shimmering Glow. I'll put the look on the screen right now that I was able to create with it. It was so pretty with the eyeshadows that I had in the little mini palette, the plushies one. It was so gorgeous. Like, I love it every time that I use it, that Stila Shimmer and Glow, but it just really packed a punch. I got so many compliments. And we're going to keep in this Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's becoming so used up that when it does come to like get it to come out, it like comes out in like this big glob. So I don't really love that, but you can see there's like, it's like all air. There's like nothing left. So we're going to pull that one too. I might have a lot of empties next time. Is that all for this drawer? I feel like we're forgetting something. I don't really think we're forgetting something. I think we pulled the whole drawer. So that's all for this. My Lippies drawer. In typical Brittany fashion, my Jeffree Star Blow Pony and Jeffree Star, what was that one called? Skin Tight, I believe. They are in the car. Skin Tight is going to be the pink one you'll see on the screen when I show pictures. And Blow Pony I wore one time, and it's the purple one. And it was just, I felt weird when I first put it on, but like as the day went on, like I actually went into stores and did more than just go to the office and then come home. And I felt comfortable and actually kind of confident, just because, I mean, it is bold, but it's not like bold. That made no sense. You know what I mean? Can you follow me? So what I've been using for my lips, because they have been so dried out from this Invisalign, I'm so over Invisalign, I use this Sephora Rose Hip Lip Balm in the day. I'm almost done with that. I'm so proud of myself for not losing this lip balm. And then I've used the Vaseline Lip Therapy at night. I'm almost done with this already, and I haven't really noticed that it's done anything different for my lips. But we're going to keep them in and use them up. Let me pull out this palette again. I think... Okay. So I do, honestly, like, I want to pull Flamethrower again. I know it's like, bam, I'm going to have orange, and then bam, I'll have orange lips, but I really think that this color might be an option for that. Call me crazy, but I really do. So we're going to pull Jeffree Star and Flamethrower. This is also like one of my oldest Jeffree Star lippies, and it's starting to dry out. So I want to use it at any time that I can. So we're going to pull that one. And then, I don't know why, but I'm like gravitating towards this color here. The Too Faced Melted Lippy and Melted Nude. I just feel like with those oranges, with those bright like yellow colors, I want a nude color, but this is like, I don't know. It's like a more, is neutral nude the right word? I don't know. I just really wanted, I don't know. I just, for some reason, was looking at it and was like, you're the one. So it's the one. We're going to pull that one. And that's all for this drawer. Eyeshadow palette drawer. Typically we haven't been starting here just because I normally grab a new palette, but I am going to start here next week. I do want to put up this one Lime Crime palette that I used last week. It was so pretty. It is the Pocket Candy palette. It has like these pastel colors. So I used, to start off, I used this color that in the inner half, and then so this is an all shimmer palette, so I would pair it with these. The first look that I'll put on the screen, it was just these two colors mixed with this. I was scared. I didn't know how these shadows were going to perform. That dark brown looked kind of intimidating, but I got this. It was really pretty, and I was like, okay. Immediately I knew what look I wanted to do next. And like I had like 4 or 5 that popped in my mind that I would want to try. The last day, today, that I used these, I used this one all over the lid, and then these two in the crease. This dark brown is stunning. It's what you've seen with the shimmer and glow that I already showed. I'll put that neutral look on the screen. I mean, it's just really good palette. And then one day I used this blue in the inner corner, this all over the lid with one of those color tattoos, and then these in the crease. This was typically in the outer V. I used these 3, especially these 2, on most days. I just loved them. I really did. And then I was filming for my job at work, a peer support video, so I had to wear, you'll see the same shirt twice, so I had to recreate the first look that I did, but I did it with similar, but instead of going in with just this, I went in with this, and it was just so pretty. I'm going to put up the all shimmer, and I can't wait. I just didn't expect to like it as much as that I did. I loved it. I loved it so much that I'm keeping in this one to give me options with this other plushy palette, just because that dark brown color, what's it in, Chocolate Milk, oh my god, it's amazing. So I'm just going to use these 2 with my singles, and I mean, look at that. Looks like a cool looking palette right there. Yeah, I'm excited for these 2, and I wanted to use it before summer was out. Summer was over. I didn't get a chance to use this blue color. I want to use that like immediately. So that's why I pulled the blue Jelly Mutt shadow in the new drawer. But yeah, these 2 I'm excited for. Now, that's all. Let's look at all the items that we pulled. Overview of all the items that I pulled this week. I'm excited for that Jeffree Star Lippy. I'm so excited for that Lori Geller mascara. The Kat Von D foundation is just a favorite. I'm excited to keep on using those plushies palettes. I found those at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for like $5. Amazing find. I'm so excited for these little singles, like the Jelly Mutt shadows. I'm excited that I'm using them, and I really like the product. I'm excited to probably use up that Morphe setting spray. So yeah, let me know in the comments below some items that you're loving at the moment, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.